Welcome to Damage Does D&D. It is Tuesday, therefore it is the investigators. We are investigating lots of different things, but we've decided to go on holiday. So, DM?
Indeed. Nice, calm holiday. I mean, the end is near. And last time, 2 weeks ago, we had a meeting of the allies where we discussed the plan and decided who was going to be where during all of this, concocting a plan that eventually coming to the idea that a false Stanyard would be in the city to try and draw attention away from where you're going. But the real Stanyard would be going with you to Valaya, along with Severil and Chakotto and Azrael and the mercenaries from Oninia. At the end of the meeting, Seti asked Sasha to stay back, where a difficult conversation was had before Seti gave his life to empower the sword that will hopefully resolve this conflict. Some feelings were felt in the aftermath of that, I think is fair to say, and a table was smashed and words were spoken. Yes, Atan showing more strength than you expected of him in that moment. Morgrax went off to the temple of Amriel to have a little chat, which was hopefully a nice experience. And in the morning, you guys packed up, chipped out, went off to Valaya, which I think is where we pick up now, or had we not quite got to the teleporting bit?
And we can procrastinate more if you need us to.
Yeah, we can totally do that if you want us to. But...
I mean, please do. This is session 90 by my counts, and I don't know if we're going to hit the 100, so if we could just drag it out a bit more.
Okay.
One question for you though, DM. Did we ever find out whether the rings left to Morgrax and I by Seti were in fact magical? Did you come to that conclusion or not?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they grant you resistance to fire.
Good old fire resistance ring. Honestly, I forgot. Yes, they are magical. I'll put something to them. They were very specifically meant for the two of you, obviously, by their colours. I will deal with that when I get a moment.
Plus 2 to all skill levels? That's not how this game works, is it, Dan?
Nope.
No, it's
Yes,
just a plus 2 to all ability scores. And can take you over 20.
It
No.
boosts the efficiency of your kazoo.
The kazoo. Yes, so we've moved on out. At the moment, I think it's just you guys, or did Azrael go with you?
Yeah, pretty sure we were
going-
taking Azrael to lead us on that journey, knowing how to hide us a little bit more and the ways.
Yeah. Okay. Well, without bringing up the map, I know previously you've done this journey. There's a little stop off between a couple of towns before you sort of loop back down south towards the site itself. But there is a cross-country path that you can take, and that's immediately where Azrael begins heading. He takes it east out of the capital, cross-country.
And we're
Go
coming
take-
from Bytosco. That we got.
No, you went to the capital of Valaya.
Cool.
I can load up a map if it's so we can see. Valaya with a H, obviously.
Of course.
Right, so let's just share that one. Yeah. So, yeah, previously you've gone from Vela up to Messet, and then down towards the site around here. But Azrael is just leading you straight across country, almost directly east.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we've got how many days until?
So you've got 4 days till the rift itself, and actually you're on your horses, aren't you? So it'll take you a day to get there.
Yeah.
So let's close that down. Yeah. As you're traveling, if anyone is keeping an eye out and wants to give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Mm. 16.
Mine's the same.
22 was that, James?
Yep.
Okay.
I may be small, but I got big eyes.
Okay, weird and creepy.
Hi guys.
Big eyes.
If you're on Broomback as well, you'll have
Yeah.
better elevation. But nothing showing to be following you or sort of lurking in the area at the moment.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a day of travel if we want to move to the location, and you get to it's night has fallen by the time you get to the site, but this is somewhere that some of you have been twice before, so you recognise that barren area. There are trees that have begun growing around the outside of that area, not within the explosion radius of that site, but certainly on the edge. And
Can I?
you would probably put 2 and 2 together that the ritual you performed here a week ago has probably spurred some growth into action.
Can I just check the weave around this place as well to see, because there's been some heavy magical things have happened. So the ritual was performed last week, plus the incursion of Dusk to snatch away
Exactly.
Nagale.
And can I help as well by looking into it and maybe just pointing out certain bits for Mazdak, and so we can try and piece together.
Certainly. Make your check at advantage, Mustang.
This would be weave manipulation, yes?
The one.
Okay, at advantage. Roll. 32.
What's your modifier right now? You hit
15.
expertise last week.
Plus 15. So.
So you see things as clearly as ever. You are seeing the matrix at this point. The location right in the center of this space where the ritual was, it's still got some eddies in the weave around it that's still affecting. It seems to be flowing away from that center point towards the edge where the trees are beginning to grow. That's sort of the weave affected by Nagale is there's still this uneasy dead space in the middle, But there's also this sort of bright spark of folding in weave on itself where Igale was snatched.
Okay, cool. I'll relay that to the others, but mainly Atan. And,
There's also
who's apparently called Juniper currently.
I think so. Wrong, big, beefy nature warrior.
Yep.
Forgot it.
So there's also, sorry, Martin.
there was also a sense of something you get. It's not quite, you can't quite see it in the weave yet, but there seems to be these pulls of something you've not experienced before, so you're not quite sure what it is, but it's almost like there's these little patches, circles around the outside of this area that something is happening with, but you don't recognize what that is.
Okay. So yeah, again, I will tell Bernia about the nature magic I can see flowing out, and I'll tell the others and Atan about the folding in strangeness and those circles that I can see that I don't know what they are. I'll just make some quick notes about them as I can sort of relay those feelings into my book and just try and work out what's going on. Because we've got a couple of days, I think.
Yeah, you got 3 days.
3 days, so yeah, so maybe I'll do some research. So, Atan, perhaps some research into that would be a good plan. Because I don't know what they are, which is worrying. Perhaps it's
Indeed,
something
yes.
that we need to be concerned about.
Do we, remind me, Mazdak, do we have to start the proceedings on the day, or are we using it and the build-up beforehand?
That's a
So
very good
essentially,
question. Mazdak would probably remember. Chaz doesn't.
So the ritual needs to begin sort of 8 hours ish before the expected
Okay.
rift to open.
Okay.
The ritual or the ritual can begin sort of within the 8 hour span leading up to that's when that power that you're looking for is most present.
Okay.
Yeah, and naturally you want to do it as early as possible because you don't know whether time moves in the same way in the divine realm as it does here.
So yeah, I will explain all of that. So yes, let's spend some time investigating these weird things, and then we can start. 8 hours, roughly 8 hours before the rift. Then we can start the ritual, and then we can. Yes. So I'm going to ask both Stanyard and Severill. So, have you? And I will explain the shapes of these circles and this. Is this something that you, either of you, have come across before? It seems odd, but I'm only young, so I don't know everything yet.
Several strokes his little goatee. Let me look into it. I have a few days. I will research.
Okay. Grandmaster, have you any thoughts on this?
Well, I think there are a number of things that may be, but I'm guessing it's something to do with. Does it look like a sort of teleportation magic to you?
Oh, I hadn't really thought about teleportation. Does it?
Roll an intelligence check. See if
Would-
you can.
Intelligence check.
From how Maznak would have described it to me, would
Actually,
I
make it Arcana. Sorry,
Okay.
Vinny.
would I
disregard
pick up on
that
this from
one.
how Maznak described it?
Yeah, I can't. The intelligence check was better, weirdly, but yeah, 14.
Well, I mean, the intelligence check is an Arcana check. Just add your proficiency to it.
Okay, so that would have been then.
Assuming you are proficient in Arcana.
Yes, I am. So that would be 20, dirty 20.
Okay. To answer your question, Philly, I don't think so. Mazdak was really quite vague about it in his description. It didn't immediately spring to his mind. I think Stanyard kind of
Yeah.
pointedly asking that question might just prompt something. And with a 20, I think you could probably connect that.
Right. Okay.
What
So
you saw might be some form of teleportation. though.
yes, some sort of
Usually-
teleportation tube. Atan, do you want to take a little field, but just move your essence into the weave, and you can see these circles. They're not exactly teleportation circles, but they exude that type of energy. Perhaps if you
Yes,
as a teleportation specialist, perhaps you could take a look and see.
Of course. And yeah, so I'll just kind of zone in and trying to see these circles on the border, basically.
Okay, make your weave manipulation check.
Can he have advantage because I'm telling him what to look for?
Sure.
The first one was 25 anyway,
Nice.
and 24.
So 25 it is. Nice.
Yeah, kind of like with all the information and looking into the weave yourself, you can confirm this is some form of teleportation magic. Though it isn't like anything you've seen before. When you've cast a teleportation circle, that leaves a really distinctive imprint in the weave, and even teleport magic itself, the teleport spell, kind of leaves this sort of doorway with the weave sort of moving around it. This is something
Yeah.
different. And Mazdak actually mentioned tunnels. That word itself seems to stick in your mind looking at this.
Does it look like that they maybe at some point would all connect up?
Wait.
Become one as such?
If these tunnels, teleportation tunnels, perhaps these are to do with the rifts themselves. Perhaps this is maybe not teleportation as such, but
This is
Time
the bridge
travel.
between the time.
yes, this is perhaps the god of time punching holes in reality,
Making one
which is
big hole.
teleporting various things. It could be. It is a theory.
I don't understand most of what you're saying, but this was the first place and
Well,
will
exactly.
be the last
And I'm
place.
thinking maybe that energy has punched holes through
Ah.
and gone to different places
Yes.
to cause these rifts.
For Mazdak saying that, how many of these swirls are there? And do they coincide with the amount of rifts that we know of?
No, there are more swirls than rifts.
An interesting theory, but
I still think you're onto something here.
could be. I mean, the first thing that springs to mind is to go through one, but we are somewhat on a, and I'll just look around to see if Morgrax heard me say that.
You know damn well she did. She has like a sixth sense for this. Like from nowhere, it's like Mazdak is planning something stupid.
So,
Growl will look up from his notes and just think about the pattern that they've just described. Maybe each of these works like a gear in the lock that we're going to, open.
oh yes, I hadn't thought of that. That's an interesting thought.
And
As I
maybe
say,
the power, the ritual to
ritual
focus the power
unlocks
into the
to-
cogs.
to shift this place into the realm that we're going to.
Yeah.
Ah, very good. I like that idea too. Huh. As I say, I'm not going to go through one. I did think about it for quite some time there.
I think they'd be,
But,
from
I
the
think-
looks of it, a little bit unstable at the minute.
Well, possibly. It's not the first time I've jumped through a rift or something to investigate things. But I'm resisting because we have a bigger thing to do. This is more important that we get this right than getting sidetracked by research, as attractive as that is.
If we succeed, you've got an eternity for research.
Well, quite.
Mazdak's grown so much.
And so little at the same time.
Yeah. I desperately want to go through the tunnel.
See, there's kind of a devil on my shoulder, kind of going, do it. You want to do it. What if it's not there once we save the world? What? This is the only opportunity to research it.
Well, you jumped through a rift on our first episode, so what's the difference now?
I
Exactly.
think Mazdak's jumped headfirst through every single rift that we've encountered.
Pretty much. That's how you learn
It's
stuff.
very
Did I ever hear Mazdak mentioning there's an abundance of life magic here as
Yeah,
well?
I told you directly that was what was happening. I did that first to say to you that because of the ritual, there's all this life magic flowing out from that site of the ritual and going into the trees.
I'm just going to go and just kneel in the middle and just contemplate everything that's going to come.
You may contemplate. A contemplation check.
Contemplation.
I must roll within. I
So
must roll
it
in
is.
insight.
You must roll
It
within,
is.
but you ain't seen nothing like the mighty queen.
Come on without.
Come on, roll within.
No, only us, okay.
Yeah, it's only the old people that get that.
Oh, I got
No,
that. I was just ignoring it.
yeah, you have to remember it's a choice to recognize and not respond.
Okay. So it is nighttime. You do have. I'll also. I'll also say that from your experiences, the rifts tend to open in the AM. 9 o'clock was pretty much when the last one opened in Kantichi, and that at 9 AM. I should reiterate.
It's apt that time rifts are punctual.
Yes, it is. It definitely
That
is
was
not just a
funny.
way for me to keep track of things. So with your 8-hour window, that of course brings you forward to 1 AM. So you've got 3 days plus a couple of hours until that point. Just so I'm clear on the timings.
Just so we've got a picture. And for some reason, in my head, I've just got. Do you want to paint a perfect picture? For some reason,
I was thinking like a picture.
a picture.
Do you need a cloud to fill it?
What is the lay of the land here? So you said that the recent goings on have spurted some natural growth.
Yeah.
But what do we have in the way of building up some sort of plan, some sort of defense in case we are like trees, shrubs, rocks, land masses, points to look out for?
That's kind of just. I think that's.
I was kind of leaving the sort of physical defences to the fighty types. But
Yeah, no, completely. Atan's been in a few circumstances himself, so it's just curious as to.
So if you guys are in Roll20,
Yeah.
you can see this is a big map. You may need to scroll in or out. It is just to
My word.
just to give you the lay of the land as requested. There is a large area of nothing, in a more or less circular fashion, with some now grass and shrubbery and a few trees starting to grow around the side. Shrubbery.
so it's not a terribly exciting map to show everybody on the stream, but
No, I
it's
know.
important.
But like,
Every
I first
time.
described this thing about 70 sessions ago, and I can't really make it more interesting than
No, that's absolutely fine.
A muddy battlefield.
Yeah, it's a muddy battlefield.
Okay. And we for this ritual, we need to kind of be in the center.
Yeah. I do have a
Any
marker.
signs of Bernier's original arm?
No, I think that got
Harsh.
eaten by the Ridagita.
I think it had to be amputated. Like she arrived back at the tents with it hanging off of her shoulder.
I'd only got chewed a bit by the Gita. That's just rude.
Lightly nibbled.
Lightning nibbled, yeah.
It was about to tear her to shreds when Nagali woke her up and she started running.
Okay, cool. Place we've got reference.
So, yes. Several has cast a spell and popped up a little, well, I say tent, but you know, on the inside it's a 3-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
And yes, he muttered something about going to do some research. So, Stanyard says about, yeah, it's probably time to get to bed, and begins casting himself. The rest of you, you got a magical or non-magical tent you can pop up, or are you gonna sleep it rough?
I thought I had tiny hut, but I'm just looking for it. I can't find it.
You did. I'm sure you did.
Morgax will start setting up a campfire and laying out her bedroll beside it.
I may have swapped it out when I was de-leveling, re-leveling.
It's always the case. You do it when you need it the most, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Well, we would have bought.
We have tents and bedrolls.
Rations and tents, yeah.
Yeah.
Bedrolls, you say?
Yes, you can tie them to ends in the end of
Do you
a
have got
stick.
stuff?
And jump into a secret tunnel.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to make a motion like this.
Yeah, so you can.
You don't get to choose your nickname. You don't get to choose the D&D stories you're remembered for.
No.
Of course,
Set
not.
right now.
When everybody chooses an area where they want to set up camp, Kral will then cast Mordenkainen's, well, Orcus Private Sanctum around the area that we're camping in.
Well, I suggest we go right in the middle.
Yeah.
Because that's the area that we're going to be in, and yes, the martial types would probably be setting up some sort of perimeter.
Yeah. Is that Bernia?
Yeah,
So-
I'm plotting something with a spell.
So yeah, you can
I think it was.
get set up. Yeah, pitch your tents, make a campfire.
Make a funny noise.
What
Go
noise? Whoop whoop.
Yeah, get to sleep unless anyone's staying up for watches or anything.
I probably would stay up a little bit longer. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'd happily stay up to watch.
I'll take a watch, but I'll take a later one.
Yeah, I'll take a watch later.
I will put the boys on watch with instructions to wake me if they see anything.
Good to hear you're going to sleep this time, Kral.
Got to get rid of that exhaustion somehow.
Okay,
Yeah,
so who's on watch? Atan
Yeah.
and
Okay.
Earlier, I thought.
Yep.
well, you can make checks or whatever you're doing.
Perception now. Is it 20?
Do it.
17.
I thought you were Icelandic, not Italian. Sorry, Finny, what did you get?
17.
17. Okay. Yeah, the both of you check things out. Now, line of sight here is pretty clear, or at least across the barren section, but really quiet. You don't see anything
Too quiet.
too quiet.
Yeah, I would probably be doing something if Bernia's going to do this, similar to Bernia, and would just be taking a look around the area, see where possible vantage points would be for either people helping us or disadvantage points where we potentially wouldn't see people coming if we are attacked. Yeah.
Yeah, generally speaking, the area you're on is flat.
Yeah, no, so like the tree lines and everything, just
But yeah, I mean the trees that are starting to grow are like the thin whip things. They're brand new. There's almost nothing impeding your visibility.
okay. Yeah.
So there's really not much to block your sight of anyone trying to sneak up on you, other than if you're facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
Atan,
Bernia.
do you know how much space we need for this important task?
Not exactly, but I know we need to keep Mazdak safe, so a big enough perimeter around the center of this
I
would
think I might have a way to slow down anyone trying to get to Mazdak. But I will discuss it with him in the morning.
okay, but yes, it looks like we're obviously in quite an open area. So we would pretty much have to be sort of like a compass, each and every one of us, at their points, protecting that way in for Mastak. So we have eyes all around us.
Yes, but we are completely open.
Yes, but at least we have vision of anybody coming from any direction far enough away to be able to counter that. Oh, balls are just shut down. Roll 20.
Oops.
Now.
Yes, it's not the best, but also not the worst. I'd be a bit more disconcerted if it was a smaller area with trees growing all around it, so we couldn't see anything.
I imagine we will find a suitable way to protect ourselves. I'm just concerned that we will be beset on all sides quickly.
Yes, hence why at least one or two of us together need to be pretty much north, south, east, west. Mastak in the middle. And we have to do whatever we can to protect him.
You have a good tactical mind, Atan.
Yes, I haven't always been a studying learner of the arcane. I've done my fair due of missions, if you like, to make money. And as you know, every single one of those missions, battles, anything comes with knowledge on how to do it better next time. What do you say, though? Do you think it's good enough? We can hold them off for long enough if they come? I mean, we never know. Stanyard, was it Stanyard who was duplicating himself in Kantichi?
Yep.
You never know. Stanyard's ruse might be enough.
I don't trust either of the wizards that we brought with us. I think the only wizard that I trust is Mazdak.
Oh.
True. I don't know them as well as you do. But yes, I think you're right there. It's a place of great importance to a lot of people. Power as well. So as long as we keep Mazdak safe, the mission continues.
I think as long as we keep all of us safe.
Yes, that's why we have, and I'll just kind of like nod over towards Morgax.
Morgax switches in her sleep.
Yes, right.
We
Let's
should get some rest.
Yes.
Get others to watch. And I'll go wake up Sasha for the next watch.
And I'll wake up Morgax.
No way that this combo can go wrong. No bitter blood or concern between them.
Yes, Sasha, famously loquacious.
Whatever gives you that idea.
Hey, I'll think I'll wake up Morgax and I'll be like, it's your time to watch. And remember what I said. Control yourself.
Sasha, time to keep an eye. Keep yourself sharp.
Rest
And the rest of the party wakes up thinking, holy shit, when did Morgax learn Fireball? No.
Atan wakes up clapping.
Do you two want to make perception checks, or should
That
I?
might be handy.
Or should I let this awkward silence sit?
Well, no, awkward silence. I mean, that's, fascinating for the viewers.
11.
Deception. That's a 26.
Okay.
So one of you knows what's going on.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you can see for a mile or more from this position. There's nothing around.
Morgax, what your dragon eyes see. Sasha?
Yes.
I owe you an apology. I should not have spoken to you the way that I did.
I understand why you did, and I don't hold a grudge about it.
You are very kind.
I wouldn't go that far. But, it was not what I wanted to do.
No, I understand that. Ambriel told me that it was difficult to watch. So no, she was at least present with you at that time.
Makes it a little easier to bear, but not a lot.
I am still sorry for adding to your burden.
I don't think there's much that could have been added on to what was already there. Seti was a good dragon and a good friend, and I hope that I can do him proud.
Morgax reached out and put her hand on Thatcher's. I know that you will.
As if you don't, I'll fuck you up. What?
Implied, but not spoken.
We will make her pay for this. And everything else that has occurred because of her.
I'll squeeze Sasha's hand and then go back to patrolling. Just, walking slowly around the camp. So don't get sleepy.
I'll just be polishing the sword. I want it to shine like he did.
Oh, it's golden. Dare I ask, Fiddy?
You said golden, so I was like, we're going up, up, up. So you probably shouldn't have asked now.
Should always just keep it quiet. Yes, the blade, as you wouldn't already know from having wielded magical swords before, they don't really require cleaning. So, was there something interesting in the corner of your room?
Oh, sorry. No, not really. Yeah, I know, but I'll just shine it anyway.
Yeah.
'Cause
If anything,
it's kind of an automatic.
Yeah.
Especially, it's like a coping mechanism for her.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. For people with talents such as Sasha's, shining a blade in down moments is therapeutic. In this case, with this blade, it seems that your cloth is getting shinier more than the sword. You've just got some like golden glitter that comes out of you.
God, it gets everywhere. Everyone's gonna wake up with golden glitter all over them now.
If you're a less moral person, you could start selling small trinkets blessed by Seti. Blessed by the essence of Seti.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I'm not that. Don't have that kind of mindset.
You never know, it may set on fire, so.
They set it on fire.
They set it on fire. I missed it. Thank you for picking up for me. So, yes, the pair of you can finish up your watch and move on to the final pair. Who are you waking up?
Well,
Bug, I guess.
I mean, Bug wouldn't have automatically been at your side all watch.
Yeah, probably.
Staring at you devotedly.
Bug is asleep.
He's probably
Clamped onto her
already
leg.
wake him up.
He's probably asleep with his eyes open, still staring at you. So, Bug and Kral, you are awoken for the final watch.
You are muted, James.
Anything interesting happening?
No, but better safe than sorry.
All right.
I'm going to rest now.
Sleep well. I'll just sit there throwing little balls of flame, juggling with little balls of flame, just keeping myself amused.
Goodness gracious. So yeah, if you want to make perception checks, that was a great balls of fire.
18.
27. I'm on it.
He's on it.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, outside the boundaries of this dead patch, you can see some wildlife out there. But yeah, particularly you, Bug, as you scan your beady bug eyes around, you're confident that there's nothing predatory out there for you.
If there's any sort of little insects or large insects within like 15 or 20 feet, I'll just throw little balls of flame at them, see if I can get them to burst to life. Using produce flame, I just produce it in my hand, just pink, throw it at them. They go pew.
Everyone in this group is so well adjusted.
Yeah, yeah. But what you didn't know about some of the bugs in this area is that they absorb fire and they grow to 500 feet large.
So this is how you get the Nosoro.
Yeah, so not throw aboard. No, you can talk to the local mini beasts if you like.
Yep, I like. I'm the only bug that counts around here.
Bernya's bear Megliner is watching you with a vibe of she's going to tell on you when Bernia wakes up.
Okay.
sec. Okay. So we make it to morning, and everyone's still alive. For now,
It's a good sign.
good sign.
It is a good sign. We've made it through the night. Yeehaw.
Right. Mazdak, Kral, I want to have a discussion about our recreational activities
Ah,
that we need to prepare for.
yes, indeed. Well, so the
Well,
ritual, as I
before we
understand it,
carry on. The thingy that I cast, it lasts 24 hours or until I cancel it. So technically, we're still protected from divination magic as well.
sweet. So, yes, the ritual we will start 8 hours before. We want to time it just right. Obviously, myself and Kral will be performing this ritual with assistance from Atan, I believe. And I think the rest of everybody else is on don't let it get interrupted duty.
Yes. So I'm concerned for that part of it. We need to
Right.
make this place defensible, as it is
Indeed.
completely
I
open.
could put a great big wall of fire all the way around you to keep any beasties out.
How
If
long
you
will
like.
that last? Because when I do that, it doesn't last that long.
Not very long.
We
But I
need
can do it a
more
few times.
long-term solutions.
Okay.
I have the capability to encourage the plants around here to grow, to make it difficult for anyone to get to us over land. But that is about the extent of what I can do. Hence why I come to you, Kral. You are smart with your inventions, with solutions to problems. There is also the possibility that our party crashers may come by air.
Well, and he's just going to sort of point to the shimmer around them. If I put this up, nothing can teleport in. Or
Can they
out.
walk?
Oh yeah, they can walk, but they can't teleport in, and it seems like a foggy area to them until they're inside.
That will give us some cover. How much space do you need for the recreation, Mazdak?
That's a really good question. DM, do I know how much space I'm going to need?
Several hasn't really described the ritual too much to you. I don't think
Then
you know.
let's-
You want
let's-
to put them into the conversation?
Yeah, I will just wait one moment and I will just motion for several to come over.
And Bernie, we also need to make sure that people don't get drawn away. People need to be close enough that when it's complete, that we all step through together.
That is also a benefit of my plan. It is plans do not choose favorites, so it would be limiting our space as well as their ability to get to our space.
That's
But
that
if
you call.
you say this dome is covered, then That makes me less concerned about having to have physical cover to avoid any spells and such that are being cast at us.
Mazdak, you called.
Yes, the recreational activity we're going to be partaking in. How much space does it require?
Very little, maybe only 10 feet circle, perhaps.
Right. Okay. So
There will be some equipment in the middle, and some space around the outside
So-
to cast.
technically, if I were to create a tiny hut, for example, you're aware of that spell. Could we do that inside that? Because I know no magic can penetrate, but surely we can do magic inside it. So that seems like a plan.
I would be cautious of
Doing it in a small
creating
space.
extra barriers between this world and
Yes. Okay.
the other.
No, sorted. Yes. That seems reasonable. Okay. I was just trying to sort of try and do it whilst in a place of safety, but
Yes.
yes, maybe not. Okay, not to worry. So, in answer to your question, Bernard, we will need about 10 feet or so. So, not very much space.
Feet. I have to allow another 10, 15 at least for maneuvering around you rather than crossing through the ritual, which I assume would be a bad idea.
Maybe even more than that. I mean, if we are all bunched up around
Yes,
Mazdak,
perhaps a perimeter of, say, I don't know, sort of 20, 30 feet away from us?
yes, because if we're all bunched up and a spell does manage to get through, it's more chance of hitting Mazdak. Whereas if we're apart, it's more chance of going through thin air.
I mean, tomorrow I could change some of my spells and I could like make walls and stuff. I mean, it's not got fire on it, although I could maybe add some fire to the walls. That would be cool. But those would last for as long as you want them to.
Yes, that seems like I don't know. Is that a good thing to have sort of defensible walls or earthworks? Or would you prefer to see
Potentially.
people coming?
We want to be able to see them coming, but be able to disguise ourselves. So it may prove beneficial in conjunction with what Graal has done in this dome over us.
With the advice of
perhaps
several,
to-
just provided that ain't gonna work.
That is true. Okay. Let me just check my measurements that I was doing.
However, I do have another idea.
I am having thoughts. So I have given for a 20-foot perimeter around the 10-foot recreation site. 8 numbers.
Well, just tell me if you want me to do something, and then I can do it in the morning.
I think I'm measuring from their corner.
I mean, I could even, this would be quite cool. If we work out what we want to do, we can hide and shit, so it doesn't look as though there's anything here. Then when they get here, I could go poof and make a big area of ground and stuff into like a big turret castle, turret walls, like shielded area and stuff.
That could work. I think the more complex it becomes, the more problems we could come into. We want to make sure that we can return to our defenses if we get caught outside.
I mean, I could like make a 40-foot square go up 20 feet in the air so no one can get to us. Or I
Are
could
you able to do that in the heat of battle, or?
Yeah. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Then that may be better.
My concern isn't people getting to us, it's people getting to Mazdak. If we can't see them and they break down that wall and we're all inside, it makes it a lot easier for them.
Well,
So
I can make a big
the benefit of
inside it and we can cover it over and pretend it's not there.
the benefit of having a trench effectively is that all they can see are our heads, whilst we can see them approaching. We leave the area around us flat and open so that we can see approach, and we intercede with it in a different way. I just want to make sure that I'm allowing enough space for all of us. It would be prudent to make sure that everyone has a spell or bow that they can use to assault attackers from afar.
Yes.
This plan also may benefit with you, Bug, and Athan. Because what I am planning to do will make something that you may be able to set up in flames more easily.
I like that. I could also reverse gravity. Nice big area, send things 100 feet up in the air, then cancel the spell and watch them come falling down again. That would be fun.
I am deeply perturbed by the kinds of magic that you have.
Oh, it's all fun though. Especially if what we do is I reverse guarantee I can get a whole bunch of people, maybe 20 or 30 people or things, monsters, send them right up in the air, and then I can set fire to the ground. In fact, yeah, I can set fire to the ground with a big wall of fire, and then they drop down again into the wall of fire, and you have barbecue.
Bug, you are quite possibly the most psychotic person I've ever met.
Thank you very much. I
You're
didn't know
welcome.
you cared.
As
Got
she
an
sort of
idea.
looks at Bugs like, okay.
That was a
Carl turned
compliment.
to
as far
Mazdak.
as I'm concerned.
Are you familiar with glyphs of Warden?
Yes, of course.
Maybe we'll lay a few traps. I can imbue it maybe with a wall of fire,
I don't currently have access to that spell.
I thought I will be able to hide those runes so that our attackers will not be able to see them. So,
But
over
we
the
do
table,
have a
I'm-
Grand Master here,
Oh my
And-
god.
several, so that
we're doomed.
we have two members of the Mage Council. They are incredibly powerful wizards.
Right.
Making glyphs of warding should be fairly simple and straightforward for them.
You know what I could do? Above table. Really fun. I could do that reverse gravity, which will send people 100 feet up in the air, right? Which is a concentration spell, so I'm concentrating on that. Then I cast Firestorm, which creates 10 10-foot cubes. So I do them at 10-foot cubes, 100 feet in the up to 100 feet. Right,
So you just fall through all of them.
fall through 100 feet of fire, and each cube they go through, they take 7d10 fire damage. So that's 70d10 fire damage, plus the falling damage for going 100 feet.
Who gave you access to the druid spell list.
That would be bloody amazing. Sorry, carry on. I just had a nerdgasm there.
Jake, you also had an above table thing you were gonna.
Yes. So I have a spell. It's one of my favourites. It's called Plant Growth, and it doesn't have a time limit in how it functions. However, I can choose a point within range. Say if I picked the centre, it's a 100-foot radius, and I can cause all plants in that radius to become thick and overgrown, becoming like extra difficult terrain. So if you move 5 feet, it will take you 20 feet, I think. Each moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves.
Yeah.
In that area. I can also designate spaces that are not affected by that. Hence my trying to work out a radius for us. My options are either to cast it like that on the map, or I have my little crosses, and that's what I was working out to have a better coverage.
The issue I'm seeing there is it says to stimulate plant growth in an area where no plant growth is possible. Not even Nagale's magic has managed to create plant growth in that area.
I thought there were grasses coming up around here.
Not in the dead center,
Okay.
the dead circle.
Okay.
I have a thing
That
that
is-
if anyone comes near me, I can stab them with my sword.
I like your thinking.
I think that is the
It's
one
proved
spell
super
that I
effective
have
so
that could
far.
do something.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
In fact, I've got 2 swords now to choose from.
You just need to take the dual wield defeat. No, you can't do that with great swords, can you?
No.
Not unless I was giant, and then great swords would just be like regular swords.
Or you could be extra giant and they could be toothpicks.
I could cast enlarge on you. That would work.
Oh, don't. Bug. Down, boy.
No. Bug saves his enlarged spell for something else.
We've already had that conversation.
All right. So you're quite happy
Sure.
to talk about throwing people up in the air, setting them on fire, and not watch them squash into the ground. But anything to do with penis, wow. That's crossing a line, is it?
Why you cast the enlarged spell?
Yeah.
Going back to the game where Mazdak had mentioned about 2 very powerful wizards. So I would. It's great that you're thinking about all the things that you can do, but I kind of wait to see what the reinforcements think.
Mm.
And he
Need to
sort
wait
of
for them to
gestures
arrive.
over, and Azrael has stood up and he's just walking south at the moment. I think our first
First arrivals. Good.
here. So, good that you're trying to think of plans. If you do want to set up glyphs of warding and you want some powerful magic in that, I'm sure me and Sev can help. But maybe have a chat with the reinforcements
Yes.
before you start laying things down.
Only spell I have that can do something here, I think.
Oh, and I did get word last night from Lucrezia that he may be sending other reinforcements sometime tonight.
Oh, really?
Okay.
What kind?
I think I know.
Yeah, they'll be here in the night.
Flying eagles.
The eagle. No.
The eagles are coming.
So, back to it. And at this point, Azrael wanders back, and he's got a pair that you recognise, Sasha, from the good old days. Insert names here, and they start. They say hi to you first, and then start sort of wandering around and assessing the area themselves. And generally through the day, there are a few more. And you kind of get the impression Azrael's giving out the orders for people to come here, but come by different routes and come from different directions and things. So there's not like 50 mercenaries traveling through foreign territory. But I think we'll take a quick break. I think, where but you can still put that continue to put that military mind to work, and Bub can find new ways of torturing creatures.
Yeah.
Good.
So yes, we will.
Even more neutral.
Yeah. Everybody in a certain area gets thrown up in the air and set on fire. Fantastic. Not psychotic at all. We will take a quick break. So go and enjoy some late stage capitalism. Buy things or not. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what to do. But yeah, we will be back very shortly after these messages. And welcome back. We resume our interesting times in investigating, well, a muddy battlefield. DM.
Yeah, so through the rest of the day, as you continue to make plans, more mercenaries arrive from different directions and at different times. And there's a good sort of 40 of them by the end of the day, I'd say. Azrael seems to think there should be a few more yet to appear. And Azrael gets Sasha, because he knows you, but also Bernia, who's been planning the defense. I still have a few more to come in. What's the current plan? I understand we are to protect.
We are to protect the wizards as they do their recreation. They will need about 10 foot, 20 foot across circle to do it in, so we need to work around them. I need an idea of how many we have in order to fully figure it out, but Bug, among others, are going to use magic to build us a fortress of a kind. It will be earthenwork and low to the ground, but that should be enough to handle anything coming across land. But I am concerned that the nature of our antagonists will mean that many of them may be flying to us. How many of your people are good with bows?
Yes, we all carry bows or crossbows.
Good.
Yeah. And most of these individuals have partaken in the odd assassination, so they are pretty good with them.
Excellent. Well, we'll be expecting... Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, I understand from the Grand Master that the Drow will be joining us this evening.
Yes.
So, I'm not sure on the numbers there. The Grand Master didn't know either, but that should
when they get there.
mean we can create a perimeter around the area and protect from all sides.
So we'll need to keep it constrained enough that we are not stretched too thin, but we cannot keep ourselves too close because spells like Fireball can cause us problems.
Of course, I think, well, depending on numbers, but and the nature of whatever we expect to be our opposition in this matter, we will try and keep as far away as possible from the centre, whilst you say not stretching ourselves too thin.
I'm thinking...
So yes, I think if the Onenians and the Drow can form the first line of defense, then you and your friends can form the last line, the backup.
We will have, in particular, Bug for artillery. He has many ideas that deeply disturb me.
Yes, he gives me the creeps too, and that's not easy.
I'm trying to remember, will Atan be assisting in the ritual? I'm trying to remember who's going to be doing the ritual.
I can help, but yeah, I think it's there. I think I'm there to help start it, so Mazdak can get a grip on what he's doing, and then I think I can peel away to be more of a defense as well.
Yeah, and that goes for Mazdak as well. Several will be keeping an eye on it. It will require the 2 or 3 of you to get it started, and several will be the one concentrating on keeping it ticking. So Mazdak can assist with defense too, though several will want you nearby.
Yeah.
So back in character, yes, and everything we've just talked about, I'll have to do that. But yes, I can be defensive as well as Mazdak, but he's more keeping this going.
Yes, I may be required to assist several at a moment's notice, so I don't think we can rely on me being too involved in the creative arts. So we have a day today to
And
get
a bit.
set, and then tomorrow, and then we've got to start at around 1 o'clock in the morning.
I think having the drow at our side will be beneficial.
Oh, absolutely.
They are well versed in fighting in the darkness. But I will discuss that with them when they get here.
So if we push ourselves a bit further today to get things set up, wake up later tomorrow, so then we're fully rested for the night's activities.
Yes.
Yes.
Remember, we may... I would suggest that we sleep as much as possible during the day, because we have 8 hours until our time to go, essentially. So we will then be in a different place.
Once the ritual starts, we will not know when when we will be able to stop.
No. So everybody should be very well rested before we start this ritual.
Yes, it could be an hour, it could be, like you say, 8 before we've got enough.
And then we may not get another chance to rest at all. So, yes, I think lots of sleeping.
So, just to clarify,
Yes.
what would you like me to do tomorrow? Do you want me to make a big, earthen thingy we can
We
top off?
build ourselves a fort with the earth that we
Well,
have.
it's not exactly a fort, but I can just raise the ground in a 40-foot square up about 20 feet in the sky. Or I don't have to
maybe-
make one. I could make a 5-foot wall of earth and stone and have the middle bit open, or whatever you like.
I think the 5-foot wall may be more amenable.
5 foot wide and 20 foot high.
20-foot high might be a bit too high for us. We need to treat it more like a bunker, as it were.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Hide ourselves from those approaching while still being able to see them. If we build up high walls, then they can be a problem.
Well, maybe I could make a 5-foot wall around us, and then make a 15-foot trench on the other side,
That might be better.
and fill it with sharks or fire. Oh, I could put a wall of fire around the outside in the trench, and that would be amazing. That would.
Again, Bug, we have to hold this for 8 hours at least.
Well, I mean, when I can create that. It take maybe 10 minutes or something to create it, but then it's just done.
I think perhaps what we do instead is we go for more traditional traps within the moat, as it were. And yes, I think once we have the fort in place, I'll look to Kral and Stanyard and Severill. That is when we will need to get the runes located. I trust in all of your magical capabilities to know what would be ideal, as I do not know what you can do with that spell.
Oh, it's gonna be magnificent.
Psychotic
I'll
number
look-
2, please.
I'll learn that one tomorrow then. Do you want me to? No. No. Okay. Do you want me to do? Well, if I do the reverse gravity one, I have to get rid of my lovely firestorm. I can't do both of them.
Whatever you feel is best, Buck.
Well, firestorm's best, of course.
Okay, let me put it this way. Whatever you think will aid us more.
Firestorm, of course. I just set fire to everything and they'll all burn. What do you think?
Got a semi right now.
Although your gravity trick could work well on ones that are flying, you make it heavier for them. Or is that not a thing you can do?
I don't know. I mean, let me just have a look. Oh, let me just
don't remember
focus
the
on the whatever it is. While I read it. No,
Or
it's
is it just a
fall-
reverse?
Yeah, it's just reversing gravity. So they have to fall upwards. But still, if they're flying, they would still fall upwards.
It's
But
become
they
quite
get to
difficult to
have
fly
the
in
feet.
reverse gravity.
What way
So
is
you're gonna say
flying?
they're defying gravity.
They still get caught up and get stuck in it, but when you take it away, they wouldn't get hurt. They'll just carry on flying.
That's if they can right themselves before they vomit.
It seems a waste of a 7th level spell for someone who's flying.
Yeah, you've probably got better spells that you can use there.
Like Firestorm.
All I can think of is there's going to be probably flying enemies and there's probably going to be fire resistant enemies, but I don't know if that matters for you and Atan.
Well, I can make.
As I don't know if you guys
Well,
both have.
Buck's definitely
elements
got
of the deck.
a mental adept. I
Does
don't know
Atan?
if you do you, Atan?
I ignore resistance to fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm resistant to fire, so that fire spells don't really.
No, it was yeah. Bug's fire ignores resistance, so it can still damage fire-resistant creatures, or still does full damage. You don't have that feat though. Just double checked.
I'm just thinking like enemies themed around a god that was once a red dragon. It's kind of like, yeah, there's going to be some fire flying types coming at us.
It's almost like you've seen my my search history.
Quick, set up stealth rocks.
I mean, I've learned a bit of cooking. I could magic up
I'm
a
glad
hero.
someone got that.
If you want one of those as well.
Magic up a what? Sorry?
A hero's feast to make everyone
That
feel
is a good idea.
fantastic.
That's a very good idea.
This
I do.
yes.
I
And I'm
do
surprised that
plan
no
to-
one has suggested so far that clearly the winning maneuver for this fight coming up is that Mazdak should be working out how to apply grease to flying creatures in a way that is effective.
That's actually applying what?
Applying grease.
Not sure I can apply grease in the sky.
See, that's the thing. That's what you need to be working out. Because that's been the winning move for every other battle, according to
How
you.
long does Greece last for?
Ages.
Does it have a set time limit?
Let me
or
see.
Could you like pre-grease the battlefield?
It lasts for a minute. It's a minute.
Oh, for a minute. Okay.
Yeah, might be better off getting a couple of, tubs of lard and spreading it ourselves.
Stone to go around Mazdak to protect him when he's doing his
To make sure you get it right into the corners as well, because you don't want your bread sticking in there.
This is very true.
Okay.
Hey, I could make a wall of stone as well to go around Mazdak.
I think
10 foot
penning
high,
in
6
Mazdak
inches
is not a
wide.
good idea, because we may need to be able to get to him to protect him.
Oh, okay.
I intend to try and position myself that I can run into a cover Mazdak with my magic ward, as it were.
All right.
To keep him safe.
What else could I do? There's a lot of stuff here. Oh, flame strike, like that one. Always prepared.
So, in terms of how you plan to set up the battlefield, if we don't get to it tonight, can someone take a screenshot of the map, notate how you want
I will do some notations in a minute.
Thank you. And then I can put in. I'll get a little square of wall that I can put in and whatnot.
Yeah. It's just kind of figuring out how many people we've got, because we don't want to kind of be crammed in.
Yeah.
We don't want to tempt them into the fireball.
We do have, as it's been pointed out, 2 very powerful mages that could potentially counterspell.
True, but also, can you counterspell a dragon's breath? Is also the question. To minimise the effectiveness of AoE. I'm thinking it's going to need to be a bigger circle.
Done it. The day draws to a close.
Yeah, we stay up a little bit later today. Just
Yeah.
yeah. And then I think sleep in as
Well,
long as
you
possible.
set up a campfire and someone can go off and get something to roast on it, and then the group of you can sit around.
James, how
Yeah.
wide can you make the moat?
I
15 foot deep.
I'm just reading it. So what I could do, I got 40 by 40 foot square, right? So I could do 10 foot wide, 20 foot deep on the moat. So that would leave us 30 by 30 inside. I could raise that up by 10 foot and then have a 5 foot wall around the outside. So effectively they'd have a 20 foot moat to get over and then another 15 foot wall to get up. Wouldn't help flying creatures, but it would certainly help with non-flying.
So the moat would be 15 foot, 20 foot wide, 15 foot deep.
20 foot deep.
20 foot deep, 15 foot wide? Just trying to figure out the notation.
I can only do 40 feet by 40 feet, right? So 40 feet on any one side. So if we do it 15 foot wide, that's making the middle bit where we're standing even smaller.
Yeah, I'm thinking about there being multiple casts of this before we...
Well, I can concentrate, and every 10 minutes I can affect a different area.
Okay.
So over a 2-hour period, so I could do 20 different areas of 40 foot by 40 foot if you want.
Yeah,
I could
that's
do
more what I was thinking.
Yeah, as long as we've got time, I could do 3 or 4 sections where I could like do it 40 foot wide, 20 foot deep, then raise a section up that's like 20 foot high with a 5 foot wall over 80 square foot or something like that. I don't know, but I can work that out.
What's this spell?
It's called Move Earth.
Just so I can have a little look at it.
It's quite funky.
Yeah. Move Earth.
It's not designed to capture people because it says even like because the terrain's transformation occurs slowly, creatures in the area can't usually be trapped or injured by the movement.
Precisely the spell designed for building ourselves a mud fort.
Yeah, building sort of some sort of protection.
It's probably the spell that the wizards use to dig us our hole for the creatures.
Let's say yes.
Stuck in the dream.
I hadn't heard of this spell at that point, but it tracks. So yes, that's canon.
So I'm just trying to figure out how wide the moat would be to mark it on the map.
Well, if I was to say cast it 4 times, that would be an 80-foot square. So we could have 20-foot wide, 20-foot deep moat.
It is a 6th level spell, though.
Yeah, but
So
you can't sit once, and you concentrate on it for 2 hours, and every 10 minutes you can affect a different 40-foot square area. So I'd have to be focusing on it for 40 minutes constantly to be able to affect that area, and then I've dropped concentration and it just stays like that.
Yep.
So that would give us 60 foot, well, we could be whatever it wants, but it could be 40 foot, say a 40-foot area inside, and or a 60-foot area inside with a 20-foot moat around the outside. But what I could also do is raise up the inside bit by 15 feet and then have a wall around the outside for another 5 feet that you wanted, which would mean they'd have to go still.
Well, my thought was that you were basically kind of digging in the trench and then pulling that material up for our wall.
It's not even that, it's magical, isn't it? So I'm shifting earth, I'm bringing it up.
It's like you're digging the earth up and moving it.
Yeah, it could do, yeah. But the idea, my thought was, the terrain comes like this, then it goes down 20 foot, across 20 foot, then up 40 foot, then along 5 foot, down 5 foot, and then it's level here. So we're up here with a 5-foot wall.
So we've got the height advantage, and
so we've also got 20-foot height advantage, and they've got a 20-foot by 20-foot moat to try and get across, which I will fill with fire at some point.
So we're saying the moat is going to be 20 foot wide.
20 foot wide and 20 foot deep.
Okay.
Will that not put us at a disadvantage for casting spells from up there, though?
Depends how far your spells can go.
Exactly my point.
Well, mine can go a very long way, so I'm all right.
So if you're looking at the Roll20 currently, that's what it would be looking like.
Yeah, something like that.
With the inner white circle being where Mazdak will be for the ritual, and then the space around that, then where the wall is predominantly built, and then the moat, which we're saying the moat looks... You say it's... effectively looking like that.
Hold on, can't see that, it's too high up. Give me a sec. No, not quite.
No?
No. What I was talking about was it goes like that, then like that, then like that, then like
Can't see what you're doing.
that.
It's just up a bit.
Like that, and like that.
This one that's moving is the one I drew.
Yeah, I can't see
I've got
what you've
blue
drawn.
Can't see what you've drawn, James.
Oh, no, there it is.
There we go. Oh, blimey.
So similar.
So I raise the whole lot up in the middle and have a wall there. So we're standing here.
So you're saying that we raise the bit that we're standing on, like
20 feet.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, 20 feet up.
With a 5-foot wall there at the top to give us protection, like we're standing at the top of a castle. That's the idea.
Without doing the maths, that feels like it's a hell of a lot to do in the 2-hour period.
Yeah.
Oh, not according to the spell. If I affect a 40-foot square, I can create a pillar up to 20 foot high, raise or lower a square's elevation by up to 20 feet, dig a trench up to 20 feet deep, and so on. It takes 10 minutes for these changes to complete.
Yeah, is that one of each thing? So you can raise a wall or dig a trench.
It's a 40-foot square, so I can, for example, I could do the 40-foot square, dig the trench,
So
20 feet by 20 foot. Then the next 10 minutes, I'd raise the next bit up, and then.
What you're saying, James, is you're taking, say, this bit I've got here, is you're digging that down 20 foot.
Yeah.
And then, so the problem area that we're talking about is this bit here under where we are. Is you're raising up a huge amount because what you've got, say, hang on.
Yeah, I'm just reading what the spell says. I mean, if you don't want to do that, Martin,
the 40-foot cube, you said, yeah.
What the spell says.
I feel like
I could raise a 40-foot square pillar by 20 feet in 10 minutes. That's what it says. It is magic after all, and I'm a super magical person. And it's a 6-level spell.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but like it feels like anybody else who can cast spells or do anything else, you're essentially taking the likes of Bernier and Stasha out of the fight if needed, if we are elevated above them.
Well, isn't that a good idea though? Because they have to get to us, and we're pew-pewing them down, and the ones that get through then the shouty, stabbies can take over. I mean, why would we want to put them in danger's way when we don't have to?
No, completely. But again, if there is...
Let's build a castle, but let's put all the soldiers outside just so they can fight a bit.
Yeah.
Fairness, last time we had a pit, I was like there.
However, I do feel like I need to point out that if anybody falls off said plateau, you're not getting back in.
Oh, you are? Because Bug will come and rescue on his magic wand.
Yeah. And
what if Bug is on his magic wand, flying over the pit, and falls off his magic wand?
Then he'll summon it back and fly off again.
Because I'm thinking,
there's a very real possibility people will get stuck outside and miss moving through the teleport.
Speaking not as Mazdak, as Chaz, this seems a little too much. Yeah. I think the smaller version would be better because it gives us the opportunity, if we need them to, for our hacky slashies to jump over the wall and take the battle to... For instance, let's just say that the bad guys have a commander who's directing things and telling people, and it's essential that we knock out that commander, and we can't get to him with spells. We need to send hacky slashy types over the wall. We cannot do that if we have a 60 foot drop. Oh, we could, encourage Sasha to jump over the wall at 60 foot drop, but she'd probably do it. But
I could get Sasha hanging on to my magic stick.
But we've also got all of the mercenaries and the drow as well.
True.
To think about.
Yeah, okay. So what we'll say then is we'll just do a 20 foot.
Just do a ditch, like
5 foot wall.
Yeah, like that. That's perfect.
Yeah, okay.
Because then that gives us the advantage. They've then got to try and climb up, and it also gives spellcasters a better range for shorter range spells.
Yep.
And Sasha could make that jump fairly easily. So.
Okay.
With only breaking 1 or 2 legs.
Both me and Sasha can do with a run up. Because I think both me and Sasha have strength above 20. So I think the one that Sasha's just been put into.
Yeah, I think that feels more reasonable to me.
Okay.
Yeah, let's let the DM create this big battle and fucking wipe it out in an instant.
Every person that comes to attack us has a pair of wings.
Yeah. Oh, probably.
I mean, there is kind of that temptation, isn't there? Either I just because I don't think we're going to get to it tonight at this point.
No.
We'll see everything. Yeah. So I've got the opportunity to change things. Do I do that, or do I just let it be a cakewalk?
Well, that would be fine. If the more wings you put on people, the more wings I can burn off them.
Yeah. We've also got to factor in that we have 3 people that can fly. Because Atan has access to the fly spell and can, in theory, allow someone to fly. Bug has his stick that he can ride, and I will be casting Find Seed at 4th level, which will give me a flying mount.
I can also fly. My cloak allows me to fly.
I can also cast fly.
We have multiple people who can fly. There's also the horses. All of your fancy elemental horses. Can any of them fly?
Don't believe so.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Well, yeah, sorry. Matronus can basically redeploy his legs into little rotors and then just hover.
Oh, what we should do though is summon all the horses and put them in a ring around Mazdak, so they can all protect him while we're dealing with the baddies outside. Anyone comes near it,
intimidating horse.
The pieces.
I mean, Quincy is radiant, so therefore angelic, therefore wings? Question mark?
All right.
The air variant could fly, and no one chose that.
This is true. So, back to the actual game.
Yes.
So, yes, we stay up extra late this evening, sleep as long as possible tomorrow. Or we would have to stay up extra late anyway, to greet the drow upon their arrival.
Yes.
And then we sleep late during the day tomorrow, get up, do preparation, and then start our recreational ability at about 1-ish.
Okay.
Does that sound reasonable?
What time are we expecting it to turn up then?
It will likely be after sundown.
Okay.
There's while we've got some downtime, there's a little thing that I would like to try in the effects of research. Moving to the sort of the edge of the forest where the sort of Nagale's magic has started to stimulate growth. I would like to take a small piece of the metal and sort of literally just put it in the earth and just see what happens, because of the rapid stimulation of plant growth that this magic has happened. Like how much this is stimulated in just a week.
You go and pop it in the ground, and it's in the ground.
I will monitor it for the next sort of like
Leave it there.
6-8 hours.
Okay.
What I think we should also do then is, if it's going to be after dark, we should build some fire pits outside the rim, maybe like 50, 60 feet outside the rim. And then when we see the baddies, we can light them up, and so we can see everybody. And it'll make their eyesight go weird as well.
That is a good idea, actually. Sasha, with me. Let us get some axes, get some wood. Although
I can
trees around, because they're all
like when I'm doing my
building
stuff tomorrow, because I'll have plenty of space to do that. Just make some like shallow pits and what have you. We can fill with sticks and stuff and tar, and
because it's pretty much just new growth around us, isn't it? There's no
in the immediate local area, yes, but you've got a decent amount of time. You can walk for 20 minutes and go and find some trees.
We also have a bunch of mercenaries.
a bunch of horses, so we can get some stuff moved.
Chop, chop, chop,
Yeah.
chop.
Also,
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Just realised, the moat is prime Greece territory.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Mazdak
James,
will be in
could
his
you-
element.
Clear
And then,
your
and then
drawing.
set it on fire, which will completely blind you to anything outside of the fire ring.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jade.
James, could you clear your drawing of your pit for annotations?
Oh yes.
I hope you like my detailed plan.
I like your
How
artist's
Sassus-
impression of the plan.
Perfect. No notes.
I love that.
I also like the way that you're 15 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's down to interpretation.
That's Sasha after we cast Enlarge Reduced
Yeah,
on her.
Bugs enlarged you, has he?
She's been in big and
Absolutely.
That's what he uses Enlarge for.
Yeah.
Just so I've got more bosom for him to bury his head in.
it's just more to love, you see.
Everyone needs a bosom for a pillow.
Do not mind the giant red circle. Doom.
Yeah, I think we'd stay up and obviously greet the drow.
What's the red circle for?
That's me plotting out where the bonfires are going to go.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, where are the?
Would you not put them a bit further out than that so the enemies are blinded rather than us?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Put them in about
Very difficult to draw on this
60
map.
feet. If that is, I mean, that is. About 60 feet from the wall would be the best way.
Yeah.
40 to 60 feet from the wall. And it's not going to be a full ring, Martin. It's just
Yeah, I
gonna
know. I'm plotting out spacing.
be 30 feet, we'll build a bonfire or a fire pit.
Well, from the pit of the wall, from the top of the wall, that is 40 feet away.
Oh, yeah. So maybe another.
And I was thinking something along the lines of that in terms of sizing. If you look at the top.
Yeah, something like that.
Ah,
I think realistically as well,
I'm trying to
for
help.
the pits, it would be northeast, east, southeast, south.
8 cardinal points.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. You're getting ahead of me.
Okay. And if they're going to go like on the edge of the dead area, is that what you're thinking? Because I can put all this in between.
Yeah,
sessions.
I'm doing these little like drawings to try and represent how we're doing these.
Are you doing them
Well,
that close there?
That's 40
I
foot
thought
from
another
the
20 I thought another 20 foot out would be good.
yeah.
Those
Once I've
people
got them
are-
drawn, I can.
Usually have 60 feet of dark vision. And we don't want to ruin that as badly, as it'll give us fair warning when people are approaching.
I can shift their positions once I've got them all drawn.
I can happily light them all up with my
Fireball.
whatever it is. I can't
Do you want
remember.
them 60 foot from the wall, at least?
I think so.
Okay.
Scorching ray, that would do it. If I do one of those, I could light them up like 3 or 4 at a time.
They're looking at.
Another 20
Left.
foot out, yeah, would be right. About 60 foot from the wall, that's it.
There's also roughly the range of a short bow, I think.
Yeah.
So we can sort all this out. But yeah, it gets to evening time, and you've come up with a plan that you're going to put into action. Are you doing this today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow, because I need to sleep before I can get that spell.
Yes.
I
Okay.
would love to do it today. I got the spell slot back, 'cause it's a 6th level spell, but
Yeah.
I need to learn it first.
Yeah. Okay, so you come up with a plan. Some people can go off and collect wood and start making fire pits or whatever you're going to do and get those into position. But as the evening comes around, there's a fire lit in the centre, and a few of those logs that have been created get dragged over, or that have been chopped down, get dragged over by the mercs, and to set up a little campsite around the fire, and a few of them sit down and start passing around bottles of various things, of meads and Vervian brandy and all sorts of things. And Azrael invites you guys to come and sit down and talk war stories with them, as is customary before a big battle.
The temptation of going, so Azrael, tell us one of yours, which I don't want to do.
I can make some shit up on the spot.
Yeah, I think after a few of them, Atan would just pipe in. He goes, "It's similar to one of my escapades. I was helping a village out, get rid of some kind of monster. I forget what it was now, but yes, similar to what Bug's been on about all day. Fire seemed the best one against it, and we started off with a fireball. The mercenaries drew it in, hacked and slashed away at it, and then one of the wizards just came along and banished it. It was blood and guts everywhere at the time, but it was enjoyable. That was a former life, though. Although, not so former with the days coming.
I mean, it's a little boring to have ended with a banishment.
I know, but it's what you get for not having sword wielders and having magic wielders instead.
Yes. I was once sent into the forests of Neruncia. The catfolk around there don't particularly like intruders, but I was being paid very well for this job, and I felt I could sneak in, but I proceeded to spend the next week and a half hiding in dirt and in the water to escape the locals. Barely made it out with my life, and never got the kill or paid. Big shame, but
how earnest is he being with the barely got away with his life?
fucking Elfie, make an insight check. We're sat around the campfire telling war stories, and you're insight checking.
Hell yeah! Like it just, you know what I mean? It's just like, come on, is he? Everyone who's got a war story is like, did that really happen, or did you just?
BD gets shakes if he does an insight check at least once per session.
Yeah.
My insight on this character is shite. There you go, 6.
Insight.
Insight, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, people like this don't tend to. I mean, you've just told a story about working with mercenaries as well. You know what these people are like. They wouldn't particularly volunteer a failed mission. Not quite sure why he brought that particular memory up right now, but seems to be truthful. Actually, you've got to have you by now.
Oh, we could tell some tales, couldn't we?
Yeah, could tell a tale of the battle with the creature that left this land lifeless.
Yes, what did happen here?
It was a beast known only as a Redugita. It came from the future, if you would believe that monstrosity of Hanumos. Its cry could stop the hearts of any man. It had me frozen in place as I watched it tear hundreds of people apart. Valians and Endymion, it did not care. But in the past month, myself and these companions, we tracked it down to the mountains of Pytosko, where it had been resting. We battled with it, and with Atan in the water, most of all of us dead, almost dead or barely clinging on, myself and Sasha coordinated a single strike between two of us to drive my sword through its head.
Yeah, that's a good story.
Hundreds of people avenged in one swift blow.
Good work. You need to embellish the story a little bit, you know, oversell it slightly. But
Well, we did once escape from prison, where we had been imprisoned by a red dragon who had ambushed us on the road and threw us into jail and was going to eat us in the morning. But we made some interesting decisions, used familiar spiders to suss out the way, and blew the bloody doors off. We ran, we escaped, we only killed a couple of guards, and
No, you killed a couple of guards. I nearly knocked my line unconscious.
well, yet I was a little excitable in those days, I must admit. But we did succeed, we escaped, and partly this is what's led us to today. As
We
What
left
about
a note on the
that
corpse as we
big
left.
fiery monster that we killed? The one that used to be your friend?
oh yes,
Oh,
yes,
the Everburn.
the Everburn.
That's the one.
Yes,
That was fun.
that was a beast of flame that was to blame for the destruction of an entire mountain in Giantland. We tracked it down again in Pytosko. The dwarves seem to draw that kind of trouble. But we hounded it with blades. It was the one that burnt its way through Aninia, I believe, to get there. But we did battle with it, and in the middle of this room, I brought my blade down upon it in the final blow, and it exploded, the floor of the room collapsing for us all to fall 40 feet at least down. It was a glorious
There was a portal to the future in
Our
that, in
adventures
that
have
very
been-
room.
strange.
Is this guy insight checking us yet?
All of these strange stories, and not one of my own, but one that I've heard through the waves, but I was told of a great healer once who helped his friends beat evil drow on some island who unfortunately lost his life.
Ooh, salty players coming. I can tell.
Yeah, didn't they remove brains that weren't really there in the first place?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to. I had to.
Not Salviel. Salviel was awesome.
Gabriel's death was a coin flip.
You know, running off and abandoning your friends.
I thought you could handle yourself. I was trying to help the more squishy.
Ironically, the more squishy we're safer because we could handle ourselves.
Yep.
One tale, the origin of this armor that I have Grawl to thank for the creation of. A less dangerous foe. It's still dangerous, but Monosoro is a native to Valaya. They are beetles that stand taller than buildings.
I've seen them on the way here.
Well, we have felled one, and its plate is what makes up my armor today.
Nice. So you guys sit around for a few hours, reminiscing and swapping stories. And yeah, a few of the mercs wander off and go and get some shut eye. You guys stay up as you're trying to hire yourselves so you can sleep in the day. Yeah, and not long before there's like this rhythmic clink of metal or metal-ish sounding stuff, and you look to the southwest, and there is a sizable battalion of armored drow that are wandering this way.
I will walk out to go and meet them.
I will go with.
As you get closer, there's the one at the front puts a hand up and he'll stop immediately. And Dasaru lifts the helmet.
It's good to see that you could make it.
I'm sorry I couldn't make the meeting of a few days ago, but I eventually got to the city and was told of the troubles, and we have been marching ever since.
Well,
You have brought a bigger force than I expected.
You're very welcome.
Well,
It's good to see you.
we have fought hard for our freedoms, and now we should fight for our survival, as I understand.
Indeed. So,
We'll get you properly caught up.
come sit and relax. Have something to eat after your journey. I'm sure there is still meat on the fire.
We have been hunting as we go. I'm sure we can
Oh, even better.
replenish your supplies.
Fantastic. And I think between Bernia and Mustang, they probably catch her up as to what the plan is, what
Yeah,
and
so
get her insights, what she and her crew can do.
Yeah. So
Because it will be a night fight.
Yeah. it will be, yeah. It's handy you've got Drow with you.
Indeed.
So yeah, you catch them up, you let them know the plan, and Dasaru and Azrael sort of talk about how they're going to organise themselves in this first line out, sort of near the fire pits that you're going to set, so that they can take any of the smaller creatures and take the brunt of the hits. And
another thing, try and arrange for ropes at regular intervals along the wall, so that if we need to get anyone out of the pit, we can.
yeah, I'm sure that can be done. I'm sure people have got rope, and you can organise that without much trouble.
Cast ladder, 2nd level.
Super effective on tights. the evening comes, and are you staying up till sort of morning light, or are
I
you going
think
to sleep a bit earlier than that?
possibly a little bit earlier, because I think some of us have to get up and do things before we get. So
Yeah.
probably about sort of 4-ish in the morning, just before sunrise, I think.
Yeah. Okay. You can head off to sleep then in whatever tents you've got available. The drow at that point wander off towards the edge and set up their own cover and take shelter from the sun. And also clear themselves out the way. Yeah, also clear themselves out the way so you're free to manipulate the terrain as you see fit. So through the next day, as the time draws near for the ritual to begin, you Bug has
Yeah, I've cast the spell. I've knocked that off. 6
going
levels.
to sleep at 4, gets up at N or something with a full rest, having changed spells, can begin setting out the terrain as you need it to. I will
Yes,
update them.
Each of those fire pits will be like maybe 5 foot deep or something, or 3 foot deep, filled with branches and wood and sticks. And if we found any tar or anything flammable to make them burn better and brighter, put that on as well.
Yeah, probably didn't find any tar, but within range, there's enough wooden things that you can set those up.
Okay.
Nasdaq.
Yep.
Several wags a finger generally in your direction. So, this ritual.
Yes.
I will set it up. There is a little bit of equipment that I have with me that I'll need to use. I have also brought another large spell pearl,
Right.
which will be the receptacle for storing the energy that we need. And once it is full, I will break it, and that will form, as that energy will be contained by the equipment, the machine type thing that I've brought with me. That will create I'm assuming, as it's set up, a spherical portal.
Right.
That's when you go to. I don't know how long it'll stay open, so it's best to be
Seems
ready.
it's ready, yeah. Okay. That seems reasonable. What would you like me to do? Obviously, in setting it up, I can help with equipment. I can manipulate the weave to make things.
He pulls out a piece of parchment, a scroll type thing, and hands it to you. The incantation that we will need to recite together.
Oh, okay, sure.
To begin the ritual.
Marvellous. Okay.
Once that is done, then I will keep an eye on things, make sure it is storing the energy as it should.
Okay, I will.
Don't go too far.
I will then make sure that nobody gets anywhere near you, and the rest of us will make sure that nobody gets anywhere near me. So that is the plan, and then so on and so on and so on, and it spirals outwards. I think, yes, if you, well, I'm assuming we will know when it is complete, when it is ready, and then we can call everyone and go through as quickly as possible. Right.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So, and I'll just sort of look around for Bug. Presumably he's finished his earthworks.
Yep.
So, you said something about a hero's feast.
Oh yeah. I need to hold on. I was meant to get that spell as well, wasn't I, when I woke up? Hold on. Let me just.
Isn't that a 6th level spell?
Let me just check.
Oops.
Hold on. Yeah.
Oh well. It doesn't matter.
No, I can always
So
use a
cleric spell
level
list.
slot for it. I do have a 7th level slot which I can use for the hero's feast.
Well, you're not going to need
So
that in the
still-
battle with the huge dragon.
Probably.
I think Heroes Feast might also be on the cleric spell list.
Could be.
Heroes.
Is-
No, this.
And as a
Oh, yeah.
cleric, you could change your spells daily.
Change your
If I
spells on
remember
rest.
correctly.
Same as Druid.
Forgive me if I'm wrong here in thinking about this. So
Yes.
we've woken up
Yes, you are.
early.
Probably.
Yes, we've woken up, or some of us are woken up early the day before, like Bug and that, to get stuff ready and to prepare.
Yep.
We're going back to sleep, yeah, and then waking up before we have to
No,
do this
I
at
thought
1.
this was the. Well,
Oh, we
you
slept
could
late.
do. But we slept late.
Prepared.
You can if you want, yeah. From what I understood, you went to sleep around 4, woke up
Yeah.
between 10 and 12, getting 6 to 8 hours sleep, and were then just going to be awake until 1 o'clock where the ritual starts.
But if you, technically, you could, if you wanted to,
Get
go
another
and have
long rest in
another
there.
8 hours sleep and do a long rest.
Yeah, I only say that because if we do that, doesn't Heroes Feast run out?
It's 24
If you have a
hours.
sleep.
24 hours, I think.
Yeah, it's just a time limit of a day.
Yeah, it's 24 hours. It's not until the next long rest.
But if we have that length of time, well, I don't. I mean, that would be a bit of metagaming, wouldn't it? To
I think so. I don't know about you, but I don't think I could sleep for hours.
There is also one
Yeah.
very major.
I wouldn't do that.
There's one also very major 1,000 gold piece encrusted elephant in the room.
Yes, there is that, of
The
course.
material component for that spell.
Unless you're Yorick and you could use like 2 other spells to create that first.
I mean, in theory,
Yeah.
between us and Kral. But
Yeah, that's okay. So we don't have Fear of Heroes Feast. That's fine.
I don't have Heroes Feast.
No,
I've
no,
got
we
something
do.
I will do. You
I've
do?
added it.
Yeah, but do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
but
the
you haven't got the
material
component.
components? It is a
It requires a 1,000 gold
piece
piece
bowl.
gem encrusted bowl.
Okay, hang on. I may be able to help.
Mm.
I think this is something we should have been thinking about in
Yeah,
all of
it's
the procrastination up until this
Yeah.
point.
yeah. We
I've
should
got
have
3 or 4.
procrastinated ourselves into that, but we didn't. So
Yeah,
To be
That's
fair,
fine.
I think we're past the point to.
obviously before we went back to sleep, I did learn fabricate again. So if you wanted to, and somebody could lend me 400 gold, I can cast fabricate on a 1,000 gold piece and basically turn it into a ball.
But you don't have the gems for it.
Yeah,
You could make a valuable bowl for sure, but you haven't got
yeah,
gems to
Yeah, yeah.
encrust it.
specifies gem
It's fine.
encrusted. It's fine.
it's fine. It was just a thought.
I've got something I'm going to do just before we start the ritual, which will be a benefit because I've got inspiring leader, and I've had several months to prepare this one. But I can't think of anything else that we could be doing to prepare.
Okay. So as the day begins to merge into night, and the drow re-emerge and begin to set up their place around the perimeter of this earthen moat and wall that you've created somewhere out near the fire pits. They've also agreed that they can get those lit when the time comes, if it'll help other people to see.
As if we get salted at night, we'll want to light that up, but
Yeah. Can I, as we sort of get the time starts to tick on with this awkward silence that there is, can I just get a perception check from a couple of people?
I'll do it.
oh,
Yeah, I think I'm helping several set up equipment, so I won't be doing one.
Yeah.
Bernie is
29.
locked
Ooh.
in for a natural 20 for 25.
Excellent.
I got plus 10 on my perception, and I got 12.
Woof!
I'm still tending my metal seed.
Okay.
Morgrak's got
Crawls out there
29.
growing metal out of the ground. Awesome.
So there was a 25.
Yeah, at 20, 25.
29.
29. Yeah, just I mean, the pair of you, despite not being magically inclined in the way that Mazdak and Atan are, get the sense of this energy just sort of swirling gently around the edge of this dead circle. It seems to correlate with what Mazdak was saying a couple of days ago about the weave just being slightly disrupted there. That seems to have built, and you've noticed. And there's an ever so slight Morgrak, you noticed this. Actually, with the nat 20, both of you notice that this sort of just almost imperceptible swirl on the outskirts of this past, present, and future battlefield. There begins this red glow in a sort of swirling motion. Something about those circles is continuing to activate, as it has slowly been over the last few days.
The magic is building. You can see it out there.
And the night
There you
ticks
go. Sorry.
painfully slowly as we get to 10 and 11 o'clock. It's a clear night and the stars are very visible above, along with a bright moon giving some visibility to this darkness. As we get to about midnight, swirling energy, that glow becomes visible to everyone, and it's starting to condense down that glow into circles. The circles that were affecting the weave a few days ago, that now seems like this red glow is encircling dozens, 10s, 50, 100 circles around the area, all outside of this dead section, as they all begin to glow and activate. And that's where we'll leave tonight.
It's a top!
It's a top. Very, very nice. I love it.
Yes, awesome.
Always a top.
Always. Yes. Oh, this is going to be good. Looking forward to this. It's going to be amazing next week. Yes, thank you, Martin. Thank you all. That was really good fun.
It's cool.
And I think we're about as planned as we can plan until we know what's happening. And then all the plan will be rubbish.
Everyone's
The
got
only
a
thing I
plan
didn't-
until they get punched in the face.
Yes. No plan survives contact with the enemy.
The only thing I didn't put on the map were the wards, because I didn't know too much about them.
Ah,
I knew we
yes.
could put down.
I
Yeah,
would
trust in-
suggest sort of between. Let's have a look. See, let's do.
And
a
my
little
very official battle plan is just a
circle.
bit further up, just FYI.
Yeah.
Got that. It's
You're going to hit them with your sword.
section, if you ask me. I mean,
I would put wards in maybe sort of there. They're sort of
In between the
in between
fires.
the fires,
Yeah.
but still sort of away from the wall, or away from the pit rather. Sort of like that. But yeah, you get the idea.
So
Excuse my
we
poor
could
drawing
include-
of circles.
those ones with spells like Ice Storm to create difficult terrain.
Yeah, literally just things to
And
slow
then-
them down.
The idea for the for the moat itself is potentially just put a couple inside the moat with at the cardinal points that would trigger wall of fire.
I've popped in the
Yeah, I saw. Awesome. The mercs and the drow are present.
Yep. Yeah. Just making sure. Well, I'll just move a few of the Can I just get hold of? Get back to where you want to
Potentially
be.
move those initial ones a bit further out, so if the drow and the mercenaries can track the circle and draw them in, they won't get caught by the ice storms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could also possibly say to the drow and the mercs to light the fires if they need assistance. The drow should make, if it is still night when they attack, the drow should make the most of their dark vision advantage. So light the fires if they need aid, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to know that we're here.
Exactly.
Gondor, call three.
I can delete some of them, but not all of them.
You have to zoom in a bit sometimes to get hold of them.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings, when Bernia was doing her war story about fighting the Riddick-Eater, and she said that it could freeze a man's heart in a second or something, I felt.
Actually, I am no man.
But I am no man.
So you
Yes,
want
well-
the wards sort of out there then, yeah?
Yeah, in between the fires.
Cool. I am happy in over the next week for if anyone wants to give me sort of spells that are being put in them, so that you're giving them to me rather than me just make them up for you. If there's any changes that you want to make to this, then feel free. I will certainly be making changes too.
Yeah, I've been under the impression that we were going to have a bunch of the mercenaries inside our fort. So,
You can have a few of them in there as well if you want.
so I may shrink that down a little bit because
I
I've got
mean,
a lot more forces inside.
Honestly, from a gameplay perspective, it was going to basically be like, there's the front line.
Yeah.
Anything that tries to attack that the drow and the mercs can deal with, they will do. If there's anything big that gets through, that's for you guys to deal with.
Yeah.
So I can take this big battlefield and condense it down to what you
Focus it in on
in the middle.
us. Cool.
Yeah, that's kind of the behind the screen plan there.
I was totally expecting you to like roll individual dice for all the mercenaries and drow
Yeah.
and stuff.
Absolutely.
Exactly. We'll be here for 6 months trying to get through this fight.
Just
And that's
roll
just one
your
round.
initiative. Just
Well-
roll
well-
your initiative.
Yeah.
Well,
Just-
we'll
just-
reach episode 100 if we do.
Get to level 100.
We'll reach episode 100 if we do.
Oh, that's
That's for
true.
sure.
Point, yeah.
We might even get to 169 at this rate.
Hey.
Nice.
Nice.
And there it is. Okay. So, once again, thank you very much. If you watched this and you thought it was great, or it was fun, or it was interesting, or you liked it in any way, shape, or form, you are absolutely amazing. We love you. In particular, just you. Everyone loves you. If, however, you didn't like it and you're still watching for some unknown reason, off you fuck.